In 2003, at Bristol hosted a high-profile event that showcased the budding geniuses of the future. It was a very public example of how the local business community is helping to widen the horizons of young people.
This is just one way of being able to encourage young people to think outside the box. And I would like to encourage more of this to happen, because I think giving young people these opportunities to understand science and technology at an early stage in their careers in education, and making it fun, because this is supposed to be fun, by making it fun, making it interesting, will encourage them to have a greater interest in later life in this sort of field of activity, which is vital to the United Kingdom and its position as a world trading partner.
In Bristol, over 40 companies and their employees have contributed to the success of the Education Action Zone.
They moved!
And each has played a part in boosting the achievement of children and young people. Businesses of all sizes and from many different sectors have responded with great enthusiasm to the exciting challenge of helping to support and educate the young citizens of today and the workforce of tomorrow. Each week, hundreds of volunteers from local businesses go into schools to directly support young people. The Reading Buddy scheme helps primary school children to develop their reading skills, enjoy books and boost their confidence.
I've been working with ERAM since the beginning of the year. It's every Wednesday lunchtime, really.
It was a relief to the honour.
I'd say it's quite a rewarding experience. It's good fun. So that I'll sit on the desk and read newspaper at lunchtime, so I'd much rather come down here, help ERAM out. When I first started, basically the pressures of the job, you just can't come every Wednesday. And I was maybe sort of like missing a Wednesday here, Wednesday there, and you can definitely tell if you haven't been for that week, because the next time you come, and you're almost back to square one again. But her reading's definitely come on in leaps and bounds. I think she's reading far more advanced books now than when we started.
Congratulated by everyone.
In class we read in silence. You have to read in our head, and with Simon we read aloud.
The girls just stared at each other. Sometimes, said Mildred, I think she probably isn't as mean as we think she is. Perhaps you're right, Mildred said. Okay, your turn.
Miss Hardman's voice from behind. Mildred.
You have to be patient. You can't just step in and take over. You have to show some patience. You have to help and guide without actually taking over and doing the reading for her. So you're helping her rather than sort of leading her through it.
Mildred grabbed her friends.
Read more at home? Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you read more at school?
Yeah.
Did you find it easier to read?
Yeah.
Did you find the books challenging? Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you have trouble with them?
No.
No? Oh, so I must be a good reader then.
Mildred's ear.
I think I'll get as much out of it as she does. It's, like I say, it's rewarding. You can see immediate results as well. It's not like at work where you have to wait 6 months before you actually see something happening. You get immediate results. Oh, fantastic. End of term present. Which I wasn't expecting. Not sure how they're going to help you guys. Excellent, thank you very much.
Dear Simon, thank you for reading with me. Really enjoyed reading with you.
We've been involved in it for about 5 years now, and we get involved because it involves our employees going in and reading with young children. And one of the nice things it does is it actually develops some of our people in some of they call it the soft skills. So changing the way that you speak in relation to your audience. So it helps our employees.
Yeah.
Is it? What's she doing now? She's making a hand juice out of her hand, isn't she?
I enjoy working with children. I do a lot of community work outside of clerical medical. So I enjoy working with the children anyway, and it's nice to see the children getting a benefit from us actually coming and helping them read.
What do you reckon she's going to make happen to the toy then?
Them that appear.
Disappear?
Do you reckon it disappear?
See a big improvement of them, get more confidence, which obviously will help them in the long run in life.
Yeah.
It does bring back memories of going to school because the chairs are so small and things, but yeah, no, I've thoroughly enjoyed it and definitely encourage anybody to do it.
The Number Partners scheme helps primary school children to develop basic numeracy skills and tries to make maths fun.
I come once a week, enjoy coming to the school, meeting the children. I get a lot out of it purely because in my line of work I don't get to meet children at all. Orange, which one do you want to be? I ask them what maths they want to do, like multiplication, adding up, subtracting. Once we've selected a game, we just have fun playing it. 5 times 6. When I started they were very quiet and not saying much. When I used to speak to children, I used to like trying to be all, how are you, be really sort of patronising in a sense, and then at the end of the day they're just sort of little adults. You can just talk to them on a normal level, so 5, yeah. Right there. Yeah, time is 9, are you sure? Try it again. I think they don't get much on a one-to-one basis. They enjoy me coming every week to see them and just giving them some sort of attention, if that's the right word to say.
Because in class you get all the children bugging you and asking you what the answers are, but in here you can just do it by yourself.
Their math has improved, I can say, and they're a lot more confident in giving their answers. What have we been doing?
Playing 5 times game and 3 times
4s, yeah. What about you, Layla? What have you got out of it?
I'm learning how to do my 5 times table, and that I could count up on my fingers.
Yeah.
And that it's easy if you just learn it and keep it in your head.
Yeah.
15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45.
We've got to learn about where I'm from, and I've learn about like Jamaica and things, so we talk about things like that as well. I've really enjoyed working with both of them. I think we got off to a bit of a rocky start, didn't we? But we sort of set out some rules and things of what if I didn't meet my rules, then I wouldn't come, and then if they didn't meet their rules, then they wouldn't come. So, but we've stuck to the rules and we've got on okay, haven't we?
Yeah.
So what have the rules been then?
No interrupting when people's talking and no swinging in the chair.
Mentors are involved with secondary schools to support and encourage students as they work towards their GCSEs.
Tuesdays I see Danny and I really look forward to seeing her. Before I leave here to go and see her, I give some thought to what we might talk about, but really it comes from her. But I know it's always going to be interesting.
Fran comes every 2 to 3 weeks to see me at school.
How's it going? We've been doing problem solving and how to manage all the workload that Danny has with her homework and schoolwork.
She's like the one that pushes me along. Drags me along with a rope. When I first came to Fran, I did need it because things were being piled on. I was getting really stressy. I would moan a lot. I would sit and do nothing because I had so much on. But when I met Fran and we started to get along, she started helping me. It just felt like icing on the cake. She'd helped me with so much. She'd sort of taken my load off. It's got strength for hair.
I think we get on really well. There's always a lot to talk about. I suppose it's brought out a part in me which I was never aware of. That wanting to support and coach and be there for somebody who I didn't know just a few months ago. And always when I come away, I'm really happy, really pleased, and really looking forward to the next time.
Yeah, right. See you next time. Bye.
That I go back to work on a high.
Fran, although my mother, she's my best eldest sister in the world.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm really touched by that.
A popular choice for companies is to undertake a practical challenge and transform part of the school environment. An excellent team-building opportunity.
They've come as a sort of ground force team, and they've transformed an area which was partly derelict and partly just plain bare into what looks like an amazing garden and resource for the parents to use, and the children and the staff. And we're going to have bird bath and feeding facilities for the birds there.
One of the things that GE's very good at is actually giving something into the community, as well as building a team spirit together. And rather than just giving money, I think the most valuable thing we can do is actually give our time to a great cause. It's been very hard work. We're all exhausted, but very, very worthwhile. And I think for 2 or 3 hours outside the office, it's amazing how much bonding and team spirit you can generate from creating something out of nothing. Fantastic.
Oh, it's been awesome. The team have been great. They've really worked really hard. Everybody feels great. Everyone gets stuck in, and it's really nice to do something with the community.
So educationally and for the curriculum, it's certainly going to be very beneficial. But there's also another aspect, and that is the calming part of it. And for a child to be able to just come, perhaps who's having a bit of a rough time, and sit in a garden, maybe with a counsellor, I'm sure will be very, very beneficial.
I definitely say do it. You get a lot out of it for yourself on a personal level. Just purely just the enjoyment of coming to the school and putting a smile on someone's face.
Absolutely go for it. Although what you're asking your employees to do is come away from work for a time, you're only probably looking about an hour or 2 a month, and that's a small amount of time out of work, given the development opportunities there are, and the feeling of putting something back into the local community and helping young people to develop.
Business partners have raised young people's aspirations, widened their horizons, and boosted their confidence. They have brought new resources and skills to tackle real issues and needs. And vitally, with the active support of their companies, the employee volunteers are making a real difference to the academic attainment, future prospects, and broader personal development of many young people.